to the playing portion of Power Up, the weekly show where we chat about what we are playing, watching, and reading. But this week is a guest week. So we've got Emma Fife on board, who's literally hosting a gaming show, news show, to tell us what she has been playing. Hello, Emma.
Oh, hello. Hello.
Welcome back. So
thank you.
You're hosting a gaming show now. So
I am
especially interested to hear what you're playing.
Well, you know, what I'm sharing right now on this show is what I have been playing with my Twitch community. Well, I mean, more like they've been watching me play it because it is a one-player game. But I have finally gotten around to playing Persona 5 Royal, which is, of course, the remastered, updated version of Persona 5, which was originally released in 2016. This came out in the end of March of this year. I had been wanting to play it, but it came out only like not even 2 weeks before the Final Fantasy VII remake release, and I knew that I was gonna like dive into that hardcore. So I was like, I'm gonna hold off on Persona 5 Royal. And then when I finished FF7 Remake, I was like, whew, I don't think I can handle a game as big as Persona 5 right now. And then like I screwed around with some other games and eventually went, yeah, no, it's time. So I'm about like 50 some odd hours into it at this point, which is maybe halfway, just to give you an idea of the scope and magnitude of Persona 5. But I have to say that Royal Edition, having played the first Persona 5, that was another reason why I was like, I don't know, do I really need to play this? But people had been saying, no, it's really great. Like some of the stuff that was frustrating in the first game is gone, and they've like really added a lot of stuff and new characters and new elements to the game that super make it worth playing. And man, nobody steered me wrong. Let me put it that way. It is fantastic. Even if you have played the original Persona 5, I highly recommend that you check this out. Yeah, you know, I love a good JRPG that's like part dating sim with some time management involved. And
okay, so this was going to be my next question, because Persona 5 and Persona in general, the series, has completely escaped me as a gamer. I never even dabbled. I don't read about it. It's not on my radar at all. So you're describing it as a JRPG, also part dating sim, also research management?
Yeah. So basically, in the Persona series, this is pretty par for the course. Though Persona 5 has definitely taken the formula and perfected it. It's very anime. Let me start with that. But it's all Persona 5 in particular is like basically a bunch of school-aged kids, like high schoolers. And so the main character, who you name whatever you want, he is falsely accused of a crime and basically then has to go live with like a foster parent and get removed from the town that he was in because of his criminal record. So he's like sort of starting anew, but he came from like a little country town and is now going to like a big Tokyo school. And when he arrives at this school, it becomes apparent that the volleyball teacher is bad news. He's like, the volleyball teacher is bad news. And in sort of the same breath, a mysterious app appears on his phone, and he and another like delinquent student who doesn't get on with anybody get transported to like the metaverse, basically, wherein they discover that they can like physically summon their like rebel spirits within themselves that materialize as these things called personas, which are able to fight against like the shadows of the metaverse and a metaverse palace is basically generated by any person who has strongly distorted desires. So the whole first chapter is about the volleyball teacher who I mentioned, who again like views himself as the king of the school. So like you go into his subconsciousness basically, and the idea is to go in and you steal the hearts of evil adults, and in stealing their hearts, metaphorically speaking, you're taking away their dark desires, and so then that affects them in the real world, and it makes them confess to all their sins and go to jail. It's real vigilante justice and wish fulfillment. It's real nice. It's fun.
I'm with Ollie Morrison in chat, who says Persona sounds nuts, but it's great.
It is. It's totally nuts. But and then again, so it's like, okay, so that's the sort of dungeon crawly part of the game. But then, of course, you are a high school student just living your life. So sometimes you can go to your part-time job if you want to make money. You can go on dates with your classmates. You can become closer friends with some of your teachers or like a local doctor at a clinic. So there's a lot of people in the world who are considered to be confidants. And if you build up your bonds with those people, then the personas that are represented by basically whichever arcana in the tarot deck that those confidants are represented by, their corresponding personas, and they get stronger based on building up your bonds with people.
I'm sold.
Yeah.
You played Fire Emblem, I believe I remember.
Yes.
That RPG-esque thing.
So if you've played, because Maude, I know that you've played Three Houses. And so if you've played Three Houses, the sort of like time management and deciding like, do I want to focus on building up my gut skill, or do I want to go on a date to a park where we row boats with Yusuke? Like, you know what I mean? Like you have to kind of like pick and choose. Okay. Just like you have to choose how to spend your activity points in Three Houses. Yes. So yeah.
Is there someone as obsess-worthy as Claude in Persona 5?
Well, here's the thing about Persona 5.
I felt hard.
Oh God, me too, Maude. Like, I'm very in love with a video game character. It's Claude or Khalid von Rhydian. So here is the thing. Atlas is the publisher of Persona 5. They have not quite gotten with the times as far as having like, because you play as a boy protagonist. There is no option to play as a girl. You have to play as a boy. You can't. And as the boy, you can't date boys. And it makes me crazy. I mean, this is the thing. The supports with one of the boy characters are just straight up dates. They're absolutely dates, but you can't like romance him. Yeah, it's really infuriating. So.
Also, are you supposed to be playing Witcher, and have you abandoned?
No, I was playing Witcher for a while, and then I was like, I really was having fun with Witcher, and I do want to keep playing it, but I like really got the bug to play Persona 5. But yeah, I'm reading The Witcher. No, hold on. I'm gonna save it.
Yeah. I'm playing Witcher again as well for the second time, and I'm in it so hard. And as soon as I got to Skellige, I don't know what happened. Also, I thought it was a reflection in your glasses. Can I see your eye makeup right now?
Okay, yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
That's so pretty.
Yeah.
Thank you. I did not do it.
Getting hair and makeup done sort of like 5 days a week is amazing because you look like a rock, but then you also have to take it off every single night. Let's say that's like one of the things that I'm not love. I love it, but I also don't love it. Is like being made up all the time.
Yeah,
I'm jealous.
But yes, and even this is like a little extra. We went a little extra for Friday. I don't know, but yeah. Yep. The glam team at Ven is fantastic. I think their Instagram is Ven Glam Squad. So you can check out the looks on me and other people. So yeah. It's pretty great.
Chat says extra every Friday.
Yeah.
Why not?
I mean, I feel like Mandy, the woman who does my makeup, last Friday even, she was doing my makeup and she goes, okay, this might be a little disco fabulous, but I guess we're just going with it.
I mean, Instagram content for months to come. You are killing it. Love it. Thank you, Ven Glam Team. I would like to borrow you at some point.
Yeah, they're great. Yeah.
Maude's doing the follow. All right, well, as we wrap up things on Persona 5, which now you guys are like, I've never played a dating sim in my life, but hearing you talk about the characters, I'm like, maybe I should just, are you kidding me? Maybe I should just give it a shot. But anyway, before we launch into a whole conversation on dating sims, which maybe that's what we'll save for Power Down today, is our favorite dating sims. There you go, right? We're going to bring in Amy Cassandra Martinez for some Bombs Away Q&A. Hi, Amy.
Hello.
Hi. Have you played? Yes. Oh, we'll ask in Power Down. Sorry.
Yeah.
I got excited.
Maude's getting ahead of herself.
So yes, I will be getting a question from Twitch. So you guys watching right now, please get those in.
Oh.
This one is from our Patreon, Geekbomb, patreon.com/geekbomb, from Seb_X. Hi, Emma. Any memorable Universal VIP tour stories?
Oh, well, yes. So for anybody that doesn't know, I was a tour guide at Universal Studios Hollywood for a very long time. And very quickly, I made the transition over to also doing VIP tours and mostly worked for that department. I worked in the office there as well. I would say, I worked the opening of the Wizarding World of Harry Potter out here. And it wasn't so much the opening, though the opening was great. But what was super duper memorable for me was actually the dress rehearsal, because the LA Philharmonic came in and was playing parts of the score of Harry Potter.
Shut your face.
And John Williams was conducting them. So I was standing like, I don't know, maybe 6 feet from John Williams while he conducted the LA Phil, playing the main Harry Potter theme. So I would say that probably is, that's something that I will always remember.
That is insane. That is insane. I would have died.
Yeah, it was pretty surreal.
What house are you in?
Slytherin.
I'm not. Wait. Count to 5. Wait for the chat. Wait.
I was just gonna say you and Maude both.
I'm not. Oh, I expected it from them, Trisha. I did not expect it from you.
So wait, what are you, Maude? 3% Slytherin or something like that?
So the long story short, Ems, is that I have taken the Pottermore test like no less than 20 times. And every single time I have been put in Gryffindor. But in one fateful afternoon in the Sourcefed Studios circa 2016, I did the official Pottermore test with a new email, and they put me into Slytherin, and it was caught on camera. And I cried as if someone told me a family member passed.
Oh my God.
It was bad, but ever since then, everyone's like, "That's because you're a real Slytherin." I'm like, I'm really not. I'm still Gryffindor. In fact, there's a video that was going around recently, which I did it for, and I'm going to ask you the exact question and see how you answer it.
Yes.
And if you haven't got if you know the question, don't answer. If you do, go ahead. I'll open it up to everyone. Alrighty, you are standing at a door. There is let's when we're in Hogwarts and we're outside a door, and you need to get in there. When you try to open the door and it's locked, how do you get in? There's one of 4 ways. Mm-hmm. Do you look for the key? Do you knock on the door? Do you kick the door down? Or do you pick the lock? Go.
Pick the lock.
Yeah.
Is that the first instinctual thing with the answer? Trisha, what was yours?
Yeah.
Look for the key.
Oh my God, this is so right. But Amy, you're a Slytherin as well. Okay, so
no, I'm not. I'm a Hufflepuff.
Then you should have knocked, baby. You should have knocked.
Should have knocked.
So, find the
It
key.
depends on what kind of door.
Find the key is Ravenclaw.
Yeah.
Knock on the door is Hufflepuff.
Yep.
Kick the door down is Gryffindor. And I was like, bam! Like, no question. And then, pick the lock is Slytherin. There you go. So yes, Em, you are a Slytherin, and Amy, you're a Slitherpuff.
You know, I was a Gryffindor, then I was a Hufflepuff. Apparently, I took it like twice, and I was like, what? I've been a Gryffindor for years. And right now, it says I'm a Slytherin. So I think I'm a Gemini above anything. So I think
there you go. There you go.
It's better to be all of them than none of them. You know?
True.
I like it. Amy, do we have a question from Twitch chat?
We do. The Catnip Ninja asked, what is the most difficult game you have ever played? And did you finish it or give up? And why?
Oh my God, the most difficult game that I've ever played. I mean, we were talking today on the download about how freaking hard Battletoads is. I don't know if any of y'all ever played Battletoads, but I'd put that up there. I certainly have never played. I've certainly have never beaten it, shall we say. I don't know if people have. If you in chat know anybody that has, or you have, please just tell me.
Battletoadsing it up over here. Don't mind me.
Look at Trisha.
Don't mind me. I actually haven't jumped into the new Battletoads yet, but I definitely remember distinct levels from old Battletoads and how freaking hard that game was. But I actually wanted to play it on my stream for Wacky Wednesday, but the embargo lifted at 5 p.m. Pacific time on Wednesday. Which is exactly when I need to take over doing like dinner and family stuff. So
yeah, you're like, that's not the time. That's not the time.
I won't play Battletoads on principle because toads are amphibious devils. And I hate them.
It has nothing to do with how hard the NES game was.
I hate toads. I hate toads. Toads is how I'm going to die. I know this sounds crazy, and I know it sounds like I'm paranoid or whatever, but the cane toads that we have in Australia do not have a known natural predator, although apparently some rats have figured out how to knock them over and eat their organs. But they're growing bigger and bigger to like this size. They have poisonous glands, so dogs that try to eat them die or get sick. And they were introduced in Queensland, and now they go down as like they almost span half the country. So my thing is they're going to get bigger, and then those poisonous glands on their back, I'm thinking like Blastoise here from like Pokemon. And then they're going to jump as high as a kangaroo. Like that's evolution, and I already know that's how my grandkids are going to die. So it's like, all right. No, I won't play Battletoads.
Wow, this whole conversation just
took a turn.
Such a turn. Yeah, and we ended with, we started with, hey, I'm playing Persona 5 Royal Edition and it's awesome, to that's how my grandkids are gonna die.
Yeah, to there are toads in Australia that will murder you.
I mean, I'm gonna show you one.
Emma, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Of course, no problem.
All right, I know Maude's looking up fun facts. What are you finding for us, Maude?
I'm showing you what a cane toad looks like.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, he looks like a mean jerk face.
Yeah, it does.
Jabba the Hutt a little bit.
A little bit. Yes, I see it.
I hate. Anyway.
Okay, well, we're going to change the subject so we don't talk about cane toads murdering grandbabies anymore. Emma, thank you for telling us everything about what you've been playing, and we will see you in just a bit so that you can tell us what you're watching as well. Stay tuned.